Hello, hello. So I'm zypotic, Switch speedrunner mostly, but I've done other games as well. So first off, can I get the trainer name so we could get on in?
Absolutely. The winner of the trainer name bid war is... Drum roll, please. I get to press the big button. Oh, thank you. You're so good on the drum roll. It is Len.
So, all right, just uppercase L?
L-E-N. Yes, capital L-E-N.
Perfect. All right. So we'll be off in 3, 2, 1. And now may I introduce my commentators? So Spider, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm spiderc. I'm one of the original runners of this category.
I'm eddaket. I do a lot of Switch games, primarily focused on any % in this game, but I did a bit of rank F as well.
Hello, I'm Headbob. I ran XY at this past Summer Games Done Quick, and I'm also one of the runners of any % in this game and then other 3DS and Switch games.
Yeah, so first off, you may have seen there's a actual skip cutscene mode in this game, believe it or not. That doesn't do very much, but... and then also set the options there, just text speed fast. Sometimes you would change the camera sensitivity, but however, because we're not going very far in this game and will not be fighting most of the rogue megas on this file, there's no real need for it, so...
Yeah, and if you've seen older Pokemon games, the other options like animations off, set mode, none of that stuff exists anymore. So we kind of just...
It's just quick in and out. Yeah.
Makes it nice and easy. Hard to mess up.
And yet we do.
Yes, it's still very simple at the same time.
All right, so yeah, this is Legend ZA. This game came out in October, so it's only a few months old, but it's already got like such a pretty wild history when it comes to the times and the categories. We are running rank F, which is a shorter category than any %. It's about, honestly, it's like a quarter of the length of, or like a third.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Any % is quite long. Its record right now is like 6:06, but this is going to be in under 2 hours, which is pretty sweet that we get to show it off.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a quick snapshot of the any % run. It was theorized by these two, and basically just kind of gives you a taste of what the full game is like without having to do the entire extra 4 hours.
Yeah, there's a lot of plot skipped, although the first hour, most of the plot. But what is a Pokemon game without its plot, I guess?
Exactly.
So here we're meeting Tani, who is a rival to a degree.
Yeah.
Indeed.
One of our 3 rivals. We kind of have, they're more like team members.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're friends. They're not rivals.
We haven't joined the team yet, so it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, they're strangers. But
Yeah. Right now, she just wants us to shoot a video.
Yeah, she tried enlisting us as a tourist, but now, oops, our bag's gone. Where'd that go?
Wait,
Found
there's a
it.
spoiler. Oh, there it is. Okay.
My bad.
All right, bye.
Gotta chase after
We don't really
Pikachu.
need that, actually.
What important could possibly be in it?
Also, those Pokemon are there.
Yeah, who are they?
Just completely like unrelated Pokemon.
I'm sure we won't need any of them.
That's right.
No.
Definitely not.
No,
Yeah.
No. We need them so little that let's follow them.
Yeah, actually, if you've been paying attention to GDQ for the last few hours, we've actually had a starter bid war. The starter, spoiler alert, I guess, starter is not the main Pokemon we're going to be using for the majority of the run. So we actually do have an opportunity to do a little bit of a bid war, which I saw was pretty hotly contested between two of the choices.
Oh, it sure was. Would you like the outcome of that now?
Sounds good to me.
I think so. Yeah, we're about there.
In the lead with $461.26, the starter is going to be, still getting the timing of this new button, Chikorita!
Woo! So Chikorita's the worst choice.
Woo! Let's hear it for the worst choice, everyone!
Okay, but we love Chikorita.
But we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
I picked Chikorita casually.
I didn't.
I did not.
Actually, wait. Did you say Pancham?
I heard Pancham, actually.
Yeah, I think we should pick Pancham.
They said Chikorita. You need to pick Chikorita.
Tried to steal their Pokemon.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I'll pick the pair. So first off, before we can actually, in this game, there's also no instant nickname option for Pokemon. So it's a moment we actually get into our first fight before we nickname the Chikorita.
Yeah, and if you've not seen this game, this fight is going to look really weird.
Yes, very much so.
So traditionally, Pokemon has always been turn-based. Even like the other Legends title, Legends Arceus, was still a turn-based game at heart. This is no longer turn-based. This is quite action-oriented. You're gonna have different move selections. Moves have cooldowns, cast times, all that good stuff.
I want that.
I'm sure you could find a Pancham in the wild somewhere.
It sounds slow. This one was right in front of me, so.
Yeah, you're going to see Zypotic moving around here. Positioning actually is kind of important for certain things. A move like Tail Whip is going to be like a ranged attack, where the Pokemon's going to try to line themselves up with you. And so if you're not lined up with them, it's going to end up wasting a little bit of time. This Chikorita, unfortunately, did not get that KO.
Is it possible without a crit? Oh, there's a crit. Yeah, so actually you can tell off of the audio specifically on the last hit whether or not something's a crit. Otherwise, there's no like actual like lettered indicator on the screen, which is good because like for example in Sword Shield it takes like 6 years off our life every time we get a crit.
Yeah, so that's one thing that's interesting here with this battle system is that super effective moves and crits, which normally lose time, don't matter at all.
Yes.
Yeah, and super effective moves are going to be quite important later, but we'll get there.
Oh, yes.
To be continued.
Hey, we got our bag back.
Yeah, we got our bag back. I think now might be a good time for any sort of updates or donations that we might have.
Yes, would you like the starter nickname to begin with?
Yeah, sure.
All right. At exactly $256, the starter shall be nicknamed. I love all your drum rolls. Thank you. Uki. U-K-K-I-E, and that U is capitalized.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
that must have
These
been.
bid wars have raised over $1,000 just with their top results. So thank you all for helping out the Prevent Cancer
That's impressive.
Foundation.
Thank you all so much.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't even on our radar, so it must have come up since we came up on stage.
I have some other big news to share. We also got from Fangamer a $5,000 donation.
They should have put that towards Kepig.
Oh my gosh, Pokemon fans stay winning. They say, hey everyone, Fangamer here. We're excited to be back for another GDQ event supporting Prevent Cancer Foundation. We're kicking off our donations this week with a Dex number donation of 5,000 Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, look at them go! This has been made possible thanks to everyone who has shopped the Fangamer AGDQ 2026 collection, where 100% of the profits from sales of GDQ merch through the end of the event gets turned into donations just like this one that directly support PCF. Check out the full lineup where you'll find exclusive merch like the Super Mascot Racer shirt, which by the way is adorable, featuring all of your favorite GDQ mascots in a heated go-kart race. Head on over to fangamer.com/GDQ. Thank you so much, Fangamer, for that donation.
So I actually couldn't nickname it yet.
Might be before Tawny won.
Yeah. We'll make some time.
But yeah, so we all of a sudden it became nighttime, and now there's this red glow around the city. This is a common theme. You're going to be seeing this a lot. We kind of got ambushed here by Bridget. And this is going to be another battle. The first one against 2 Pokemon. But it should be a similar strategy. One of the nice things, the only good thing about Chikorita, I will say, aside from it being cute, I guess, is so all of the starters get a 3rd move at level 6. Totodile gets Water Gun, Tepig gets Ember, and then Chikorita here gets Leafage. Leafage is the only one that actually takes advantage of the Tail Whip or Leer option that the Pokemon has. So Chikorita actually has 2 physical moves, which means Tail Whip is actually really good. Whereas your other starters are going to be, their Water Gun, Totodile's Water Gun isn't boosted by Tail Whip, so.
And so basically in this case, we use that to keep pace with the other starters in terms of amount of turns taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could already see from this battle compared to the previous one that it's already more interesting with choosing the moves because we have 3 options now. So as the very first battle is just use Tackle, and now we're going to start interweaving our moves to take advantage of their cast time and cooldowns as well.
Yeah, there are certain things like, a lot of times if you've seen other Pokemon games, we probably don't use a move like Tail Whip very often. But here, if we want to do Tackle twice, we have enough time between those 2 tackles, like the cooldown, to throw in a Tail Whip. So there's really no time lost by doing it, and then your next one does 50% more damage.
So yeah, you may have noticed that we've skipped 3 cutscenes in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, don't get used to that. That's the last one. That's the last one until 6 hours and 90%.
Yeah.
So
Also, that flower looks kind of funny. I don't remember Floette looking like that.
It's fine. Don't worry
we
about
probably
it.
didn't miss anything important in the cutscene.
All right, so
Am I crazy?
still can't nickname. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get introduced to Hotel Z. Hotel Z is going to kind of be the home base of Team MZ, which I don't remember what MZ stands for.
Mega Evolution?
Is it just Mega Evolution?
I think so.
The Z?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mega
Yeah,
Evolution.
The Z definitely
Doesn't
has to
really-
do with Hotel Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're also going to, actually not right now, we're not going to get introduced to the other characters yet, other than AZ, who is a little tall.
There's a lot of letters in this game, as you. we're learning ABCs.
Collect them all.
Yeah, so is it rank F, Hotel Z, Team MZ,
AZ.
AZ, Tawny.
Well,
All right. Now we're stretching.
you almost fooled me. It kind of rhymes.
It does.
Well,
You might
yeah,
remember
there's
this
like
guy
a-
from Headbob's run.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very related.
One of like 2 characters that you'll see from XY.
Yes.
That was pretty remarkable how few characters they brought back.
Don't worry about this.
Yeah, must probably important. I don't know.
Clearly, when it comes to characters coming back, folks are absolutely excited about, if no one else, that Floette. We have all kinds of donations coming in referencing so many of our cool prizes, including an Eternal Flower Floette Perler for a minimum donation of $5, or a framed painting of Eternal Flower Floette for a minimum donation of $50. All of your donations can get you entered to win some awesome prizes, so make sure you check them out, gdq.gg/prizes.
Yeah, I might have to check out that painting. I haven't seen it.
It's gorgeous. Would you like a few more donations and announcements?
Yep, this is a great donation time.
Oh, fantastic. So now that we are through all of those incredible bid wars, I do want to remind folks that we have 2 incentives that are open for you right now. One of them is to make sure that we can unlock our bonus game, Fitness Boxing, with everyone's favorite Vocaloid, Hatsune Miku. We are at a remaining $54,764 for that, so we need to keep putting some funds into that. Please help out PCF. We also have, for this very run, an incentive for fighting an additional Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon at the end of the run. That will be a Rogue Mega Dragonite. But chat, crowd, maybe Mike too for a second. I have been told that there might be some more Mega Fights we can unlock, but only if we get past the Dragonite first. You didn't hear it from me, okay? Okay, but please make sure gdq.gg/donate or !donate in chat, okay? Okay, meet you back at Mike 1. All right, back over to you, Zypotic.
Yeah, we're being taken to the roof, talking about the city or something. we're new here, but we could do some more donations for sure.
Oh, it'd be my pleasure. We also have tons of Pokedex donations coming in reference to your favorite Pokemon.
Get 'em
If
started.
you, in the crowd or in chat, are a Pokemon fan, which I have on good authority, you might be, you can always donate your Pokemon's Pokedex number in donation form to the site. It will be awesome. To begin with, for a Pokedex donation, we have $27 from Daver Boy, donating $27 for 4 of my favorite Gen 6 Pokemon, number 675, Pangoro. Why 4 of them? Because that's how many $6.75 Pangoros it takes for me to get in for all of the amazing prizes in this block. Very good shout out, and thank you so much for the donation. We also have $25 from J Tattles.
Yeah.
Is that the GOAT Zypotic on the stage? Congrats on the run. Don't spend it all in one place. Thank you so
I
much,
have
J
some
Tattles. Don't
bad
worry.
news for you.
Oh no. Well, I'm glad that this 25 is going towards PCF.
So yeah, if you aren't familiar, the bonus game, Fitness Boxing featuring Hatsune Miku is run by one of our favorite Pokemon speedrunners, Sparkle. So we have extra incentive to hype that up. If you're interested in donating, we would love to see that.
Donate.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
You heard it, folks. Keep it coming. And if you are watching us on Twitch, you can always donate using the Twitch charity tool, where that donate to charity button is normally where the subscribe button would be.
We got time for more donations still.
Oh, it's music.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
My pokey ears. We have a $500 donation from Hunger F3. No comment was provided. No problem there. Thank you so much for your generosity. We've also got $10 from Yog KV.
Yeah.
Hi from the Stream Tech desk. Love y'all and so happy for you, zypotic, the GOAT, :3.
Cool.
Thank you, Yog KV.
Thank you so much.
And one more here, $25 from another Pokemon runner, T-Pat.
Yeah, T-Pat.
Hi, zypotic. Blessing this run with as many 1,200 point cards as possible. I'm so thankful to see how you and our whole community advance the speedrun so fast and how we all work together to push each other to get faster together. May the battle cards be ever in your favor.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
I hear he's pretty cool.
Your favorite
Yeah.
weatherman's favorite weatherman.
We'll definitely talk about the battle cards when they come up in a bit. But while we're finishing up this kind of like intro sequence here, we still have a little bit to go. Why don't we talk a little bit about what the Rogue Mega and Dragonite, and why did we pick Dragonite? Like why, because we're only going to see one of these rogues in the actual run. And it's kind of done in a different way than the rest of them. So why don't you explain a little bit about how, why people should donate toward it?
Yeah, Dragonite's kind of the culmination of everything that the Rogue Battles is. It's not only is it probably considered to be the hardest by Pokemon himself, you use every one of your support mons while also you're completing the fight significantly faster than was intended. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of the routing for the speedrun has revolved around making sure we can do these Rogue Megas as fast as possible. Like I said, we're gonna see one of them during the run, but the entire back half of the run is really the Rogue Megas are a third of everything else.
Yeah.
So you really need good strategies for that, and we've undergone a lot of iterations of strategies.
Yes. I have listened to the beginning of the Rogue Battle music, probably enough for 20 people's lifetimes.
Yeah, so I think, the one we're going to see during the run is a Pokemon we'll get into, but the fight itself is a lot different than pretty much every other rogue in the run, just because there isn't a lot of flexibility in terms of how we set the fight up. We're given a Pokemon to use, and so we don't get the support mons that we get. And so with this Rogue Mega that we're doing later potentially, there's a lot of more innovative strategies that you might not expect or maybe think of.
Yeah, now we are finally free, and we have unlocked the ability to both roll and dash, which it's time.
Why don't we see if we can nickname before we start the
good
fight?
call.
And again, that is going to be UKKIE. The U is capitalized.
Doesn't seem like it.
Maybe it's when we get the Pokedex.
Oh, that's probably it.
That's probably it. Yeah.
So if you were paying attention there, you saw zypotic just kind of rolling in place over and over again, and that actually is the fastest way to move in this game, which is kind of crazy. So specifically, you have to crouch and then not move your stick and then press the dash button or the dive button over and over again. And that is faster than running, that is faster than forward dashing, that is faster than pretty much every other move in the game besides taxiing, which is a little bit different. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, and you'll see that throughout the entire run.
Yeah, and it's the emphasis on not holding the stick, because if you line yourself up in a wrong way and you're dashing into a wall, you want to try to adjust yourself, but you have to adjust yourself during the roll, not at the end of a roll or the beginning of a roll, and you can easily just if you're on top of the buildings, because there's a lot of verticality in this game, which is pretty cool. But if you're on top of a building, it's really easy to just roll right off the side.
Yes.
Definitely has happened before. So, yeah, finishing up the first rival battle here, winning against the unfortunate Tepig.
Yes. Poor guy.
One thing to note that came up in that fight, which will be relevant later on, which took us way too long to figure out, is that status stages refresh. They don't refresh duration, they extend the duration. So if you tail whip and then there's 3 seconds left on your tail whip, that 3 seconds get added to your new tail whip. And so that's why it's really easy to just keep that up once we've already started it going.
Yeah, that's an especially important strategy for rogue battles because they have a lot of health.
Yeah. And so yeah, that'll be one of our supporters later in the potential Dragonite fight we might see.
Yeah, so a lot more rolling here. We're going to introduce the Pokemon centers, given the Pokedex, do a little catch tutorial. All the good stuff you see at the beginning of a Pokemon game. There's some kind of interesting stuff that happens like either during or right after the catch tutorial. And we also get introduced to, like I said, the verticality of the game. This game basically is only in one city, which I know a lot of people, there's differing opinions on. But one of the ways that it does feel a little bit bigger than just a single Pokemon city is the fact that there are ladders and hall elevators and all this other stuff pretty much everywhere that you can go get a bunch of items, and there's Pokemon that spawn up there. It's pretty great.
Yeah, one little thing you could do there is when you roll off from the edge of the second, from the very top, you can skip the second one and just land straight on the ground.
So yeah, you'll see a lot of Pokemon centers like this. We're not actually gonna use any of them for the future, but we will be walking through them to get their fly points a little bit later. But they all kind of look a little bit like this. There's not really Pokemon center facilities per se.
Yep.
Yeah, like the modern games, they tend to give us enough free heals where we can get by without having to actually ever visit a Pokemon Center for healing.
Indeed, yep.
And let me know when you're down for more donations. There's so much coming in from both the community and with those Pokedex donations. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we could definitely fit some in right here.
Yeah. Oh, you got it. All right, here's $50 from Truly28.
Yes, truly.
Shout out to boys, that's B-O-I-S, and all my boys involved in this run. You are all my goats, and I love being able to see y'all on the big stage killing it for a great cause. Putting this toward Rogue Mega Dragonite Battle. Good luck, Zypotic!
Thank you, Truly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Truly. And in fact, I was planning to jump in here and tell y'all how much progress we're making with that Dragonite. And in that time, we've already moved like almost $1,000. We need, let's see here, math is hard, a little under $7,000 to get that Rogue Mega Dragonite battle, and maybe what might come afterwards if we can donate further. But I still need your help. This run is estimated for about 1 hour and 50. My challenge to you out there is that we get this Rogue Mega Dragonite met by 40 minutes in. All right, crowd, chat, you heard me. gdq.gg/donate.
All right, so here's the catching tutorial. Naturally, they threw a fletchling in front of us. What could go wrong, right? It's just a fletchling. If you put in the calculator, it's probably guaranteed.
No backstrike.
Well, no backstrike. Oh, I broke out. We should have gotten the backstrike.
Should have gotten the backstrike. Wasn't that unfortunate?
Yeah, so that was a scripted breakout, if you can tell by
It
our
is.
Oscar-winning acting.
That's what I'm known for.
So yeah, scripted breakout, we catch this fletchling, and then there's going to be a Bunnelby afterwards that we also have to catch.
Yep, that was it. It is actually a guaranteed catch. However, they won't let you catch it the first time. I would guess that it probably is a guaranteed catch purposely for the second one, so that you just throw the ball at it and it works. This one is very much not a guaranteed catch.
Yeah, this is kind of introducing you to the way that you can actually battle wild Pokemon. So every game up to this point in the series has had some sort of battle transition from, like even in Scarlet and Violet or in Legends Arceus where you're in the overworld and you can throw out a Pokemon, it's, you still have this transition into a battle phase. But this game is very fluid. As soon as you can just send out a Pokemon if you want, you can throw a ball if you want. There are cases where the Pokemon won't allow you to hit them with a ball, in which case you actually have to defeat them. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and do some more crouch rolling here. In addition to being the fastest form of movement, that's fantastic. In addition to being the fastest form of movement, crouch rolling is also entirely silent. So that sleeping Mareep that was facing away from us was not able to hear us, so it didn't wake up, and we were able to get an unaware backstrike, which is, I don't think guaranteed, but it's like 95%.
I think it is.
I've never had that Marie break
can
out on a
break out.
bracket.
It can break out.
Really?
It can break out?
Yeah, it can.
Okay, new
Yeah.
fear.
Well, I'm glad it didn't break out here.
It's 90 something.
Yeah, the other fear there is you have to wait for the ball to click before you leave the wild zone. Otherwise, you don't get the Pokemon.
Yeah, it just breaks out. Yeah, I don't know where that throw was going.
Yeah, so the reason we had to do that, amongst other reasons, is to progress the story, we have to have 5 Pokemon caught in our Pokedex when we meet this professor we're going to meet, and she'll give us Rock Smash, which just allows us to progress the game a little bit further. But Mareep will also help in other ways, which we'll get on later.
Yeah.
During our science lesson, would you like a few more donations?
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty, we have $25 from Pickle Plop.
Yes,
Pickle.
My goat.
Hi, zypotic. Proud to see you on the big stage. Please remember to go fast, less than 3. We also have this Pokedex donation from Bird Person. It's $14.95. Sounds like I'm selling something. Saying, sadly, I don't have $376 for my favorite Pokemon Metagross. So here's 4 Beldums pasted together and scaled down to 1/100th scale. Thank you, Bird Person. We are already cruising towards that Rogue Mega Dragonite battle. We only need a little over 6,000. Again, 15 minutes, chat. I think we can do that by 40, so please keep up the pressure. Time for a few more donos?
Yeah, we're about to get Rock Smash here, like was previously stated, but other than that, it's our only remaining returning character.
All right, then we'll put a few more here. We have 1760 from Dynam.
Dynam! I could take a gander what that's for.
Hi to all my friends on stage and the back couch. So happy and proud to see zypotic take point on the main stage. Good luck, have fun, and hope you find a binnacle for Spider's sake. Thank you, Dynam.
Yes, we will discuss that when that comes up.
We need it for everyone's sake.
Zypotic, is the nicknaming in check summary?
That's what I was wondering.
Oh, you could be right.
Yeah, we'll check that after this.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I definitely did it like yesterday, so.
Okay. Yeah, so we got Rock Smash. There are no HMs in this game, but there are some field moves, you can call it that. You can actually see some of these rocks behind Naveen here, who is another one of Team MZ members. And those rocks are breakable with... We're going to use Rock Smash, but you can actually use a lot of different moves. There's also...
Piles of sludge.
Piles of sludge, and there are brambles things that you can break. Each of them have their own moves that work and don't work against them.
And some of them are weird.
Yeah. Like sludge can be washed away by like water gun, which kind of makes sense, but then it gets dissipated by fire spin, and yeah.
Fire Spin really does it all in this game.
Yeah.
It really does, yeah.
Which is weird, because Fire Spin is normally an awful move.
Yes.
Yeah, so the battle system in this game is really interesting because there are a lot of moves that are... there it is, yeah.
Yay, we did it.
I love remembering how the mechanics work.
Perfect.
Thank you, everyone who contributed to that. Final of the 3 Bid Wars.
Yes, thank you. Sorry it took so long. But yeah, so the battle system is like... It's so different than normal Pokemon, but they have all the same Pokemon moves, and in order to like remain familiar for different players, they kind of have like vaguely similar effects. So something like Fire Spin is normally a trapping move, so it actually puts like a thing of fire on the ground, which is pretty cool. But we're actually gonna take a detour here. We are pretty hard locked as to where we can go in the city right now. If you try to go anywhere, it's like, hey, come back to the hotel. But we actually can still come up here. And it turns out that coming off of Scarlet and Violet, where there are a ton of experience candies, there happened to be 1 experience candy, and...
There's an invisible wall there that can actually kick you off the building.
Yeah, 2 experience candies. So we're actually gonna bump our Chikorita up to level 14. Unfortunately, that XS is not gonna help.
Actually, that gets us to 15.
It does
something.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't think it's worth it.
yeah, probably not worth it.
Yeah.
I forgot to teach moves.
Yeah, that is, I don't want to say a new implementation into the route, but that was not an immediate thing. And it used to be, there are these hidden items on the ground, they're sparkle spots.
Yes.
And they can randomly be experience candy.
Yeah,
Which
like,
is-
like the extra small
Yeah.
that was in my bag there.
Doesn't everyone love RNG? There's a lot. Yeah, there was a lot of RNG before.
I mean, we play Pokemon.
Is Pokemon.
I'd hope so.
Like,
This is RNG the game.
We all signed up for this.
we knew what we were getting into.
okay, but we're taking RNG into our own hands here. We're controlling the narrative.
It's true, it's true.
By ignoring the outcome.
Yeah.
Speaking of narrative, we're actually getting we're actually getting introduced here to the main progression mechanic of the game, which is the ZA Royale. We start at rank Z. We have to make our way up to rank A. In this case, rank F for the speedrun. And yeah, we're getting basically taught how that works. Essentially, there's going to be a battle zone that we have to do, which we're going to do our first sort of tutorial zone coming up here. Those always happen at nighttime, so that's going to be relevant later on. And then once you have enough points from the battle zone, we are going to fight our rank up match against In this case, it's going to be Zach.
Lazed Eternal.
Yeah, so that's kind of the bulk of this category. Is there's a lot of battle zones and promotion matches, and we'll get one rogue, but it's mostly this. There's going to be a little bit more diversity in the battle zones a little bit later with the battle cards we mentioned before, but we'll get into that when we get into that.
Yeah, the first one is definitely just an introduction, so it's very straightforward.
But we do get to see more of the battle system, and we actually get to see a new mechanic to the battle system, which is the ability to sneak up on trainers. So everyone who's ever played a Pokemon game has definitely been caught by a trainer, like unaware. I was just trying to get past you. Why'd you have to spin toward me? We can actually do that to other trainers.
And now
here,
we get to
which is
exact
really
our
cool.
revenge from the past.
And there is an actual mechanic difference to it, where I believe it basically counts it as a critical hit or something to that effect, where
Yes,
it's like
it
a
does.
50% boost.
That's exactly right.
To the damage. So we actually, in addition to it just being faster by not getting caught by trainers, we actually want to be sneaking up because it's beneficial.
It also, a lot of times, will refresh our cooldown on the move that we used. So it allows us to use the same move twice in a row, which can be extremely handy.
Now's your chance.
Oh wow,
Hit a lot.
Really good roll. Yeah, a lot of the Chikaritas that I had done while practicing, because I had an educated guess that Chikorita would be the answer that I would get.
We know our audience.
You needed a tail whip for sure there after the sneak up.
Crouch roll moment.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's a really big learning curve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a pretty small timing window where you have, like, in mid-roll, where you have to angle yourself. If you don't, then you will go flying in the wrong direction.
Yeah, so we were able to sneak up on that last trainer. You're actually not supposed to. You're kind of supposed to get caught there, and this is where you get taught about sneak up on trainers, but it works.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
He's going to turn. He's going to turn.
Yeah, okay.
We're good.
Yeah, so Razor Leaf has a really, really funny mechanic where you have to get up, like, nice and close. Otherwise, it will actually target it from a distance that is too far away, which is questionable. I don't really know how that happens, but it just straight up missed. So I made sure to get up nice and close there, and unfortunately a little too close to the hedge.
One thing to note, speaking of Razor Leaf, is that we actually taught it over Disarming Voice, and you might think that the coverage of having a fairy move would be nice, but just being able to have 3 physical moves and take full advantage of Tail Whip is actually better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Tail Whip is, like, really, really powerful in this game.
Especially this early on in the game is kind of all we really use.
All right, so we have one more here in the tutorial zone. But I was looking up at the clock, and we're at 32 minutes. So I'm wondering, with the goal of 40 minutes for the Dragonite incentive, I wonder how we're doing on that.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. We need a little over $5,000 towards that Road Dragonite. So I think that that's pretty possible still, because the Pokemon fans are coming in fast and furious here.
Yeah, we got this. We got this.
You mind if I read off a notation?
Go for it.
Oh, brilliant. We have $102 from Jello. Longtime watcher, longtime donor, first-time cancer survivor. Since my favorite Monelectabuzz is not in this game, here's $102 for my second favorite, Jolteon, and of course for my favorite Vocaloid, Hatsune Miku.
So true.
And when it comes to that bonus game that we have coming up in a few hours, Fitness Boxing with featuring Hatsune Miku, we still need a little bit over $50,000 for that as well. So you have some options of where to make your donation to PCF count even more.
Yeah, so on that last fight, we actually one-shot the Weedle, which is one thing that the normal main Totodile does very consistently, because you use Bite, which is more powerful, and also it has a higher attack stat. Chikorita, not so good. But this one, pretty good. So we got the one-shot. There was the first time I used Chikorita and it didn't one-shot, I was like, oh, this could be rough.
All right, so here is Zach. Zach is also rank Z, trying to make his way up to rank Y. I think he's like, this is like my battle number 100 or something like that. And he has failed every time, so maybe this will be his day.
Hey, he's got grit, if nothing else. Like,
That's
keep
true.
coming back after, you know?
That's a lot more motivation than the vast majority
Yeah,
of people
exactly.
on Earth have. So.
Well, then you fight him again in postgame, and he hasn't improved his team at all, so...
Well,
that
no comment.
yeah, I'm trying to help the guy out, but he's not doing himself any favors.
Listen, he drives a cab for a living. He doesn't have time to train his Pokemon.
What if you just had them run outside with them? Speed up.
see.
A lot of them got to be as fast.
All right.
It's a slow
I'm gonna say
poke.
Slowpoke is not
No.
as fast.
Yeah, you got me. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know how this guy's gonna train up.
So this fight's going to be pretty straight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this Chikorita's good. I'm a big fan. All right.
Yeah, so before the EXP candies that we talked about, this Slowpoke was like the problem of the early game. We used to do things like bring in Marie, but now that we're at such a high level, it's not too bad. And I mean, Chikorita, the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean,
Apparently.
This one respect. Most of the time, I hate Chikorita, but this one gets a pass. It's okay.
apparently I gotta stick up for Chikorita these days. I don't know.
Listen, you need to do that.
Chikorita's only good because Faulkner's not in the game.
That would, yeah.
Yeah.
Why doesn't if Chikorita's so good, then why doesn't TTS use it?
I think TTS should use it.
Yeah.
TTS is using it.
Oh, you're right.
That's a good call. So, anyways, that's rank up.
Congratulations on your rank. First rank up, everyone. Can we get some thumbs up in chat, please? And thank you.
Yes.
That'll happen a lot.
Yes. Post rank up is the perfect time for some donations, though. So,
Oh man, well, there are plenty of folks here who are helping to rank up our progress towards that Rogue Mega Dragonite battle. And yes, I did just try that segue. We have $25 from New Amber. Happy Miku Monday. Blessing this run with sneak up for 1,200 points every card, :3.
shout out Amber.
Thank you, Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amber.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, Amber just uploaded some new notes into the Twitch Discord, which you could join.
For this run.
Yeah, they're like a modified version of my notes for this run because my notes are anything but everything but beginner friendly.
Time for a few more?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. Something else that helped us push that Rogue Mega Dragonite battle incentive forward is this $100 from Cy J.
Yeah, IJ.
Hey, zypotic and crew. GDQ is always a week I look forward to because I get to spend it with the amazing Pokemon speedruns community. You all are wonderful. Good luck on the run, zypotic, and let's go, boys!
Yes. Not yet.
Soon.
Coming up.
We're getting there.
Boys on the way. Time for one more?
Yep.
All right, here's $137 from Cyberwolf1201. Hey, it's me, everybody's favorite number 137 Pokemon 1996, Porygon. Whoa, if it isn't a Pokedex Dono trade. Hey. Looks like you're raising money for PCF. Well, have I got a special dono for a marathon like you? Thank you, Cyberwolf. Keep the Pokedex
work.
donations coming, everyone.
Love the delivery.
It's
That
back.
was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's definitely still time for more.
All right, I'm gonna
Actually,
keep
hang
rolling.
on.
Well, wait.
We gotta
Oh,
discuss this.
We need to address this.
The elephant in the room.
Curry
okay.
time.
It's gelatin with a side of curry and croissants. And a flag. The flag ties it all together, really.
Yeah.
We will
Yeah.
not be taking questions on the curry at this time, unless you want to donate with those questions.
Yeah, if you have any comments or concerns about the curry,
I
you
have
should let us
concerns.
know. Oh, yeah, sure. Well, maybe you should let us know through donation.
Okay, it's croissant and curry. How bad could it taste?
For information on how bad it may or may not taste, again, please, donations, always, gdq.gg/donate. Couple more quick and fast donations. All right, here's $9.59 from Beetle. Here's my favorite Pokedex donation for one of my favorites, number 959, Amy Rose. It's Tinkaton for those who are Big Hammer, pink,
Bonk.
very cute.
I know.
Great tie-in.
I know the runner of the Miku Run, Sparkle, is a big fan of Tinkaton.
Ooh. We've also got $100 from TWD Industries, donating 100 Pokedollars to replace the Pokeball you lost failing to catch a bird.
I appreciate it. Maybe I'll pick one up in solidarity.
Oh, good. Here's $100 from H Wang Bro. Good luck, Zypotic and the couch. I know. Oh, was that Huang?
Yeah, it's Huang.
That was
It's Huang Bro, yeah.
From Huang Bro. Good luck, Zypotic and the couch. I know you're going to kill it out there. We're all so proud of you. Anti-shout out for my least favorite Pokemon, who shall remain unnamed.
No leaks. Thank you so much, Wong Bro.
We've also got $5 from Mockwing. Let's go, zypotic. Happy to see such a fun game being shown off by a great speedrunner and commentators. Hopefully we'll get to see fan favorite Pikachu make a mark on this front.
That's so funny. Well, I guess it's been spoiled.
Yeah.
But
That is so funny.
Huangbro has an emote called Huangbro Worst Poke. And yeah, you could probably figure out what it was.
That's awesome.
Here's a $50 donation from Jack of Barb, simply saying, more mega fights, go! And we have just crested under $3,000 remaining in that Mega Dragonite battle.
We're so close,
That
guys. We
means
got this.
You might be able to get more megas afterwards, so please, again, exclamation point donate in chat.
Yeah, you really want to see these rogue megas. If you've played the game casually, there definitely are going to be some of them that were harder than others, but all of them probably took you at least a few minutes, probably a few different tries. Seeing how it's done in the speedrun and the strategies that we employ, it's needless to say these strategies are like ridiculous, and we're using things that you would never think that we would use in a speedrun.
Honestly.
It is pretty wild.
Yeah, your party at the end of an 90% run is anything but
it is
normal.
really funny.
None of us would have been able to predict the ZA team.
Yeah, I could have guessed two of them.
Yeah.
That's the extent.
But yeah, so we just got taught about these mega shards all over the place. We're actually going to ignore those in this category. They're kind of like a secondary currency. It just so happens that the shop that you can spend that currency at unlocks at rank F. So we literally don't have a chance to use them. Sorry.
Yep. So what I tried there was, if you land on top of Tawny's head, you can actually cancel the Rotom phone animation, which saves a little bit of time. Unfortunately, it's very difficult.
It's time for Binnacle Watch.
Binnacle.
I'm watching. I also will remember to pick up the Great Ball.
Yeah, pick up the Great Ball.
Priorities. Grafter running by.
Yeah, so we entered this zone for a couple of reasons, one of them being this right here, but
That's like 20%.
Yeah, that's not getting in.
so we get that Great Ball, which we're going to use to catch a Pokemon later. And then also, by entering this zone to begin with, we get a fly point that we're going to be able to fly to later for a fight. And even with all of that, it basically breaks even to just going around the zone anyway, so it's just completely worth it.
The backstrike is a pretty ridiculous multiplier in this game, and even that is still 53% on the Binacle, so
Yeah,
not great.
Binacle's not required. It is one of those things that is situationally useful, and we just won't be in that situation.
That is so true.
Yeah, and the only reason why we're trying to catch it is because we have Chikorita. In a normal run, we would have Totodile, which covers the same role.
And then for grass moves, we would catch a different thing, which has a slightly higher catch rate.
Yes.
By that, I mean guaranteed.
Yeah. All right.
Got this funny guy showing up. He's got quite the fit, and then a Baneri hair tie.
Baneri's got Pancham.
Yep.
I never saw that until right now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Hey, I mean, the shades are very distracting, okay? How can you blame me?
The shades aren't even the most distracting thing. Like, what is that facial hair?
Hey, what's he catching strays for?
I don't know. It looks crazy. It looks good, so good for him, but it is still crazy.
It's a man Baneri.
Oh. I like that.
All right, so we're gonna switch to the Great Ball here and throw.
Welcome to the Lost Pokeball, guys.
I could do that.
You should do that.
You could do that.
really
You should do that.
Don't worry, I'm sure no one saw that. If you want, I can distract them with some great news on incentives.
Yep, that sounds good, actually.
All right, that great news is that we're getting so close to that Mega Dragonite. We're not quite there yet. However, we've also opened the next of the options for the Rogue battles. Rogue Mega Frostlass at $10,000. So not only can you help us get that Dragonite with, whoa my gosh, that just jumped, just over $1,000, you can also help us get towards Frostlass, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, so give me that Great Ball back. Oh, I also got a Pokeball.
Shout out to this guy for following us and getting our Pokeballs for some weird reason.
This is so funny because we would literally never talk to this guy ever in a speedrun, but
We found a purple.
it is very funny.
That's actually kind of useful.
Yeah, so the whole idea behind why zypotic accidentally threw the Great Ball is you have to, in order to switch what Pokeball you're using, you have to start aiming. And we are in Zone 3, which is right behind Ivor here. we're going to be catching a new Pokemon, and we want to use that Great Ball. However, you'd have to start aiming first, then switch to the Great Ball, and then throw it. And timing can be pretty tricky for this, so switching to the Great Ball early and not throwing it.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever thrown it, so
Yeah.
it's only natural.
That's never happened before.
It's only natural.
never happened before.
It's only natural that
Wow.
would happen here.
All right, so this is Josie of the Fist of the Justice.
I too love fits of justice.
There-
Oh, I thought we were talking about the fraction.
The Fists of Justice. No, so they are actually a bunch of different, I don't want to call them evil teams, but they're like kind of different groups in the
Factions.
game.
Squadrons.
Factions, yeah,
Squads.
squadrons. We aren't really going to interact with like any of them in the run. You actually interact with like 6 of them during the normal any % run. It just so happens that all that stuff happens after rank F.
Oh no, I'm confused.
Yeah, do we want to talk about confusion?
It doesn't matter, surprisingly.
Your Pokemon runs in a circle sometimes. That's about it. It's kind of hilarious, I guess. I don't really know what else word to describe it as. It's just
Compared to how annoying confusion is in regular games, to have it just be completely ignorable here just is weird.
it's good. Actually, confusion,
Yeah, I mean, it's nice.
Confusion deserves this. It's been too powerful
Yeah.
for too long.
Same thing with paralysis.
But it is really funny that, like, legitimately, myself included, so many people, like, beat the game and were like, I don't know what confusion does. I got confused, like, 6 times. I just don't know what it's doing.
I learned what it did yesterday, by the way.
Former world record.
Former world record holder.
Y'all, we have under $1,000 for that Rogue Mega Dragonite. Chat, we're so close. Please snipe that incentive and keep the megas coming.
I think that's guaranteed anyway, so.
That's pretty close.
And let me know
There
when a
we
good
go.
time is for a couple of the shorter and sweeter donations.
Yeah, so here we're gonna go meet up with Emma and she's gonna give us some side quests. We're also gonna pick up a burn heal right here because burn is still detrimental.
Yeah.
And outside of that, yeah, definitely time for some donations.
Fantastic. All right, here's 1940 from Salterfall, who says, whoop. Thank you so much. Here's $10 from Wombat Fights, saying, it's pronounced bois. Boys hype. If you want to keep telling me how to pronounce that word, you are more than welcome to do so in the donations. Thank you so much, Wombat Fights, for the information. We've also got, oh my gosh, there's just so many Pokedex donations.
Keep 'em coming.
Here's $5.79 from Necropolis. $5.79 for my favorite goopy boy. I think that's Gudra. Is that Gudra? Or is that Gumi?
It might be Goomy.
Is that Gumi? All right, thank you
Could
so
be
much,
Sliggoo.
Necropolis. Oh, true.
The forgotten one.
Here's $100 from Salments, not Salamence, Salments. A starch with curry is completely fine, and anyone who disagrees is wrong. That sounds like a challenge. If you have differing opinions on curry and your starches, again,
Let us
donate
know.
gdq.gg/donate. Here's $100 from the Cookie Monster. Different starch you could have with your curry if you want. Hate cancer but love Pokemon. Go Chikorita, go.
All right.
Here's $549 from an unnamed Pokemon fan. For my favorite Pokemon, Lilligant, less than 3.
Lilligant's a good choice. All right, so we basically got our side quest from Emma, and now the entire map is open to us, and we are going all over the place.
Yep.
So if you have ever seen a Scarlet Violet run, it's been done a couple times on GDQ and Hotfix and all that stuff. A pretty common theme is running around the map early, getting a bunch of fly points, and getting experience candies. We kind of do like a light version of that. They kind of learned their lesson and didn't put experience candies everywhere. But it
Thank
just so
God.
happens that a lot of the restaurants do have medium candies, which is, it's fine. It's going to give us basically 10 level boost as soon as we get our main Pokemon that we still haven't spoiled yet, definitely.
Nope, no one. What could it be? I don't know.
I don't know.
So
but yeah.
we probably should talk about it at this point because we're getting the quest for it right now.
We do
well,
literally,
yeah.
we do have. There's an exclamation mark on its head on the minimap, basically. So.
So we caught a Pikachu in the battles in the Wild Zone here, and that is for a mandatory trade as part of one of the side quests that Emma just gave us in the Looker Bureau for a Heracross. Heracross, if you know anything about Pokemon, very good Pokemon, should not be available 40 minutes in.
With trade EXP.
So, and then it gets perfect attack, it gets trade experience, gets a very good move pool, and a Mega Evolution, which is very good. And it's so good to the point where, like, even casual players who know nothing about speedruns are very familiar with Boys. I've seen a lot of memes about it.
Yeah, it's fully taken over mainstream, which is wild.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's not just perfect attack, by the way, like the IVs and everything, which we probably won't go into because it doesn't really matter for the run, but it's also plus attack in addition to that, and the minus nature is speed, but speed is basically like a pretty small like change to your cooldowns, so it's to the point where it's probably like, I mean, special attack would be the best minus nature to have, but speed is probably second best, so.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous how quickly we just were like, yeah, we're using Boys. There was nothing that even could possibly come close to using it as the main.
We hadn't even finished our casual playthroughs, and like everyone just kind of came to the same conclusion. It was like, yeah, this is it.
Less than $500 to Rogue Mega Dragonite. It's going to happen in any moment.
We'll get it just in time to get our main as well.
And what's that main's name again?
Boys.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like normally we do the naming incentives like we did for the starter for the main Pokemon of the run, but because it is a traded Pokemon, we are not allowed to change its name. So we are stuck with Boys.
Oh no.
Oh no, we're stuck with Boys.
Oh no. How many French people will we piss off?
Shout out to our friends at the French Restream / we are so sorry.
Yeah, technically it's bois, which is French for wood, but Boys is so much cooler.
Does make sense after all.
Yeah.
Anyways, off goes our Pikachu. Kwong Bro, you can start watching again.
I love it. This is perfect. There he is. Right there.
All right. Yeah, so Boys the Heracross. Heracross is a bug fighting type, which fighting is a pretty good type in speedruns.
Yes.
Bug comes out of nowhere for us. I think this is the first bug type that has been like really relevant in Pokemon speedrunning.
Except like Scyther that one time.
Except for Scyther that one
yeah.
time, yeah.
For like a week.
That doesn't count.
So it's not going to be relevant in this run, but in the main any percent run, we get to the point of the game where we can start Mega evolving. And actually, if you meet the Rogue Mega incentives, you will see some Mega Heracross. And Mega Heracross has quite literally the highest attack stat in the game.
Yep.
Pre-DLC.
Pre-DLC. It's
Mewtwo,
185 base stat, which is just like massive compared to other Pokemon. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and turn our level 12 boys into a level 22 boys. A couple of extra
big boys.
excess candies,
One at a time.
one at a time.
I was thinking they were gonna be worth it if I could use all three at the same time, and then I proceeded to use one per second.
So leveling up is going to both give us like a damage boost in battle, but also give us access to a bunch of moves. We're gonna take a nice screenshot to capture the moment.
Ooh, another one.
Click the wrong button.
And then we are going to continue one of the side quests. So Boys is actually the first or the last side quest we initiated, but the first one we completed. We've also initiated this side quest where we have to get a
We got
winning
there,
ring
everyone.
back.
We are going to be fighting that Rogue Mega Dragonite.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Dragonite. Another thing about the next one that's open, Frostlass, is it's actually Eddaket's favorite Pokemon, and also my favorite new Mega in the game.
Yes. Frostlass is great. And the battle is kind of interesting because for the longest time, it was one of the only ones we did not use Boys for. There are a handful of them that we would use other Pokemon for, and recent developments have allowed us to use Boys, and it is faster than the alternative. So.
So what I'm hearing is if you want to see more boys, not only do we need to see boys in that Dragonite fight, thank you so much to everyone who donated to get that met, you can get even more boys if you just donate towards that Rogue Mega Frostlass battle. We still need about 10K to get there.
Chat, isn't Boys just so cool?
Can we hear it for boys?
I just love the, yeah.
And let me know when you'd like a few more donations.
We're just finishing up the side quest right now, and then we're gonna head back to the worker bureau to meet up with Emma. Other than that, take it away.
All right, thank you so much. Here we have $737 from Gravity Pipe. Shout out to Charge-a-Bug, my little mass transit buddy. Thank you so much for that donation. We also have $50 from Tall White Ninja, a 2025 RPG set in France and filled with fantasy creatures. Wait, this isn't Claire Obscure. Here's $5 from an anonymous lover of Pokemon. $5 in honor of my favorite ZA lesbians, Jacinth and Laban. We love Yuri. Yes, let's hear it for lesbians, everyone.
We have some tragic news about where this run ends.
Oh no!
Yeah, we will unfortunately not see Jacinth.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours too early.
If I know 4 things that GDQers love, it's Pokemon, lesbians, trans rights, and I lost count of the 4th one.
Yeah, there's something.
Probably orbs.
And
going fast. There you go.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
do love that
one.
as well. Would you like any more donations while we're finishing up the side quests?
So first off, I threw a ball with the Sableye because it's really, really slow when you leave them there. However, it got in. It's very unlikely to get in. And it getting in means that I didn't throw a ball at the Bunnelby because I want to leave a party slot open for a mom that's coming later. Past that, should be good. Donation time.
Oh, great. All right. Here's $50 from Breakfast Garage Gaming. Let's meet that fitness boxing incentive. We are happy to provide controllers to GDQ every event to help the fight against cancer and the noble goal of aiding humanity every year. For those who don't know, the fitness boxing franchise is a great way to start exercising. It's a great workout. Favorite Pokemon is number 83 Farfetch because it has a leak. Close enough to Best Girl Miku.
Big fan of Farfetch.
Farfetch is relevant in the other Kalos game
I do like
for
this.
speedrunning. So.
I do like ducks.
Yeah, we're making the French rounds this event.
With that donation helping us on the fitness boxing featuring Hatsune Miku bonus game incentive, what a mouthful, that means that we need a little bit over $52,000 in the next few hours. So make sure you keep the love coming for that in addition to our megas, everybody.
Absolutely. So yeah, we have got Emma here. Emma is the local detective, also a character from XY actually.
And I win.
She's she's a little bit of a pushover here. We actually would fight her later on, and that team is actually kind of interesting.
It's pretty cool.
Shows off one of the new megas as well.
Our friend Malamar.
Friend Malamar. Definitely friend-shaped.
It's something shaped.
Anything is friend-shaped if you want it to be.
It's also brain-shaped. At least its head.
Yes.
Very large.
Very Megamind-esque.
Made me giggle, so I wanted to hop in really quick.
Go for it.
Here's $25 from Jacob. Since Frosthouse is an ice type, does that mean we're cracking open a cold one with the boys? Let's get that pet.
Only if we make the incentive.
Yeah, that's true. We do
That's
need
true.
the
Only
boys.
if we make that incentive. We need another $9,500 and change to get there. So again, gdq.gg/donate. Or if you're watching specifically on Twitch, you can use the Twitch charity tool to make your dollars go even further. You can even donate under $5. Normally the minimum is $5, but the Twitch donation, the Twitch charity tool lets you donate as low as $1 and every dollar counts. That's that button right below your stream where it normally says subscribe. It now says donate to charity.
All right, so we're going to get into our first serious battle zone here in a second. We're going to use one of the newest features in the game, and the benches, which actually have not done anything in any other game, but here they allow us to transition between day and nighttime, which the battle zone is triggered during the nighttime, so we want that to happen. And
we managed to sleep on the anti-homeless bench. Good for us, guys.
so yeah, we're going to teleport to the battle zone, and we're going to get our first taste of battle cards, which is something new and very innovative with these battle zones for speedruns.
Yeah, so we saw in the tutorial zone that basically every battle gives us a certain amount of points. We also have this ability to pick up these cards to get more points. Here we're going to use a super effective move to get 200 extra points. We've got nothing for Ralts here, so we're going to see what comes out next. Pichu, still nothing for that. So we're going to go ahead and just take the points for the win. But this particular trainer is very important.
Yes. The Ultra Ball guys, as they're affectionately dubbed, they go off double points cards, which are you're gonna see after I pick it up. It's gonna have like glowing numbers and it's gonna have a really
Wow,
really long-
that is like the best card, especially with a Weedle right there.
Thank you, New Amber and T-Pad. And
So that
everyone
right
else for
there,
summoning
that hit right there was 1,600 points.
And we only need 3,000.
And you only need 3,000 in this first zone, so that was phenomenal.
Where am I going?
Yeah, so that's by far the best card in these first set of zones that we're going to see in rank F.
I can't do that on
That's
you.
double Cleffa.
So yeah, we're probably, it's seeming like probably going to be pretty difficult to...
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we might get out with this one.
Yeah, so there's a lot of math, a lot of trying to make sure that you're picking up the good cards, making sure you've got a good amount of points per battle. And yeah, it is very chaotic. And the trainers, their positions in battle zones are kind of random.
Yep.
The card positions are random. What you get for cards are random.
And what the trainers have
What
is
the
also
trainers
really-
Yeah,
have
the trainers are pulled from a random pool. So you can know what they are, but you don't know which ones you're going to see.
Yeah. So it is a lot of on-the-fly routing, and that went better than
Yeah,
Most.
That was
pretty much
definitely-
as good as you can expect,
It was definitely
realistically.
above average. I didn't have to really stop moving at all. I didn't have to do too much funny business.
Yeah. So here's Yvonne, the Y-ranked trainer.
You'll begin to notice a trend. Zach, Yvonne,
Maybe.
It's kind of there.
trends exist. Even if they're meant to be broken.
So yeah, this trainer is actually kind of annoying without any sort of experience candies. So she has 2 fairy types, which we don't have coverage for. We only have takedown to hit neutrally. And then her ace is Vivian, which is a bug flying type. If you know anything about type matchups, Heracross is 4 times weak to flying, which means that if a flying move goes into Heracross, it takes 4 times the damage. And so if we were to give that Pokemon a turn, it would absolutely massacre Heracross.
Yes, this is very true.
Especially with that fake tears that just came up.
Yeah.
But this is good. The Swirlix here can charm. So
Okay, I got the takedown off right before the charm hit, though. So that's
not
very
seeing
good.
charm is great.
Nice.
This should be a one-shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
This fight is also a problem if you use too many experience candies, as we have learned. Boys being a traded Pokemon is subject to obedience thresholds. And the obedience threshold here happens to be 25, so.
Yep. In any percent, we use 6 here, which, well, we use 6 at the same spot where I used the 4. So it would push you up basically perfectly. If you fight too many trainers in the Y battle zone, then you you risk over-leveling. However, with that fight, if you are a higher level and you use 6 of candies, you get to go takedown, and it just one-shots both the first 2, and then you can just aerial ace without a worry.
Yeah. So yeah, this is sort of the first of the sort of trend of you do the battle zone, you do your rank up battle, and then we're going to go fight our rival. Then we're going to do the battle zone, and so on and so forth. The next one has a pretty interesting NPC that we're going to be passing along the way.
It's the one after.
It's the one after?
You did the thing I did.
Yeah.
All right, well, we can do it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's an NPC. We always try to guess what the Pokemon following them is going to be. It could be one of 8 Pokemon. It's Cleffa, Clefairy, Pichu, Pikachu, Machop, Eevee, Patrat,
Slowpoke.
and Slowpoke.
Yep.
So everyone guess what you think it's
Everyone
going to
guess
be.
what you think it's going to be. You can donate, and maybe some of those will get read. What do we think on the couch here?
I'm going with Clefairy.
My money's on black, I mean Slowpoke.
I'm going to go with Eevee. I
I
think.
said Eevee last time, but I think I'll go with we'll say Pichu. It was Pichu last time, or no, it wasn't, but Pichu's cool.
Was it Pichu the last? It was Pichu one of the times.
Yeah,
I
I think
guess
Maybe
Pichu
this
was last
morning.
night.
It was Pichu this morning.
Oh,
Yeah, it was this
okay,
morning.
Okay, that's what
It was
was.
Pikachu last night, and then
Yeah.
it was Machop
Yes.
for the one before that.
So
Yeah, so Clefairy's due, is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
that's how it works.
yeah.
That's how numbers work. Yep.
As you can see, it's very serious.
So we're about to have a rival fight with Naveen. However, that's not particularly difficult, and then so we can fit in a few donations.
Excellent. Here we have $25 from Miriam. If boys is female when traded and likes girls, does that make them a lesboys? Donating for Frostlass, the favorite Pokemon of lesboys is everywhere. Thank you so much, Miriam. We've got great support coming in both for Frostlass and for Hatsune Miku. This too is Yuri. We've also got $214 from Dedena Williams.
Wow.
Let's hear it for the boys. Let's give the boys a hand. Let's hear it for the Speedle. You know you gotta go real fast.
I'm trying.
Time for a few more?
Yep.
All right, here's more donations that are pushing that Mega Frostlass incentive forward. $100 from yet another anonymous Pokemon fan. 100 Bulbasaurs to meet the Mega Frostlass battle incentive and help the fight against cancer. Thank you to that anonymous donor and all of your many Bulbasaurs. Here we've also got $47.80 from Frozen Flagon, another Pokemon that I know is quite cold. Hello from backstage to all the Pokemon friends on stage and in the crowd. Here's $47.80 for Frostlass's Pokedex number. Let's see that rogue mega fight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Flagon.
Thank you, Court.
Time for one more?
So here we're about to fly to the center that we originally met Tawny at right before Zach. And then we were going to take the bench that's right there. And then we're going to cab to a location that is where a future rank up battle will happen. And then we'll hop into a battle zone. But we have time for a few.
Excellent. We've got more community donations. Here's Dark SR with $5. Hey, Zypotic. PSR Fantasy Football League mate Dark here with a reminder. In this game of seconds, always watch your surroundings. You never know when your situation can abruptly change. Believe me, we both know. By the way, go Mets, parentheses.
No comment.
Thank you, Dark.
Here's also $10 from Shelty.
Yeah, Shelty.
Good luck, Zypotic. Wish I could be watching from the stream room instead of the airport. You and the boys are gonna kill it.
Thank you, Shelty.
Thank you, Shelty.
Thank you, Shelty.
We also have a request from Shelty. Chat, can we get a dono train with your favorite Mega Evolution? Here's $10 for the best Cloud Bird Mega Altaria. Thank you so much, Shelter, for the idea. We have under 45 minutes left in this run, and I personally would really like to see that Frostlass after the Dragonite. Crowd, are you on the same page here?
All right, so here we are in our next battle zone. That's a very good card to start.
Yeah, so basically the general objective here is to get as many cards as possible because while the trainers do give points, the majority of your points are going to come from these cards.
These are some good cards.
Yeah, that's a good start.
So yeah, so having as many cards as possible gives us the most chance to get a card that gives you a lot of points.
And these ones are especially nice because they can only be done with boys. So we don't need to swap around our Pokemon. It's fine when we need to do it, but it is faster to just be able to do everything with boys.
Right.
Yeah, I guess we didn't actually explain it, but the main reason we tried to catch the Binacle earlier was because Binacle has water moves, and you can get like land hits with water moves instead of like a knockout with flying or something. So you'll notice that our team is quite diverse in type coverage, and that is done intentionally to make sure that we have as much of the spectrum covered as possible. Early game is actually restricted to like 7 or so types, I think it is. And so we make sure we have all of those types, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, there's only like a handful of types, and we pretty much have every single one covered. 3 of them are by boys, and then there's like 4 other Pokemon that cover 1 each.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You got 24, by the way.
Yep. 24 is important because we get a quite powerful move that you might have heard of, known as Brick Break. It is quite the sizable upgrade over having Rock Smash.
Yeah, we go from 40 base power to 75.
Yeah, and it's a little odd because we want to change the move as soon as possible, but at the same time, because a lot of our XP is coming from these random trainers, we don't know when we're going to get it.
I think I'm just going to run away because I can't complete anything here. The second one's like Arbok or something.
Yeah, that is also possible. If you get seen by a trainer, I think I don't know the exact odds, it's like 50-50 to either just initiate a normal battle or you get caught off guard and can't act for the first 5 or so seconds of the battle.
Right there.
This will do.
Well,
Well,
that's all right. That's 2 cards cleared regardless, and the odds that I don't see anything super effective are low. Not impossible, so that could be bad, but...
all right. So this is we're doing okay here. We haven't had any like terrible cards yet. So there are some cards that are like a lot of the land elemental types, so like land 2 fire type moves or land 2 water type moves. They require a lot of effort for not many points. Typically, it's like 100 or 200 points.
Like that.
Like that, yeah.
And that's also water type, which is like, well, I went too close to her, so couldn't get around. But also, land water types is really bad in this situation because we don't have our best friend
Binacle. Or Totodile.
Yeah, normally in a run, you would get Totodile and then you would catch a Spinnerack in the where we fought the Sableye, and then that would give you full coverage. And the Spinnerack is guaranteed, very much unlike.
Yeah, the Spinnerack knows Absorb, which surprised a lot of us.
We do have a donation with opinions on starters if you'd like to hear that.
Sure.
Here's $25 from TTS for Life.
Oh, I know what this is going to be.
Dearest Chikorita, it is with heavy heart that I must tell you that I refuse to use you in my Heart Gold Soul Silver run for this Wednesday. Furthermore, it is despicable that you are beating up my favorite starter Tepig throughout the run. Shame on you.
Hey,
regards, TTS for Life.
I'm a big
PS,
Tepig
good luck
fan
with that
too.
party.
Thank you, TTS.
Thank you, TTS.
Thank you,
I'm a big
TTS.
Tepig fan too. Unfortunately, it seems the masses are not.
Yeah, make sure you all catch TTS for Life's Heart Gold Soul Silver run on Wednesday, which will be very exciting. There will be no Chikorita.
He took our Cyndaquil from these set of starters, and he's using it.
Exactly. So yeah, that finished up that battle zone. We got decent cards, but the point values weren't very good. So it ended up being a couple more fights than we would have liked. But
Yeah,
it's
the
okay.
order was also quite unfortunate.
Yeah, that last card really saved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those immediate, much like seen in the first battle zone, the immediately knockout cards they're the best.
Yep.
There's no other way to put it.
And this goes into the later game too for the any percent. After rank F, the point values jump a lot, and the best card in the game is still the Unaware Knockout, except it's for 20,000 points instead of 1,200. So yeah, very good Unaware Knockouts.
Got Zavi. We're still following the pattern.
Yep, there's ZYX looking very pattern related. What could the next trainer's name possibly be?
Could be anything.
It could be anything. It's true.
So small little thing, here's a Kadabra. If we were level 25, we would be able to use Brick Break there. A bit of a faster animation, but we end up using Pin Missile. It's very important that we KO the Kadabra as fast as possible. It always uses Reflect turn 1, and Reflect has quite a bit of a wind-up, but once it's up, it'll boost the defense of the entire team for a certain amount of time. So we just don't want to have that.
Yeah, we can bypass it with Brick Break, but it still
Yeah.
is an extra turn for us.
Yeah, this fight, the ordering of moves couldn't really go much better because you get to Aerial Ace spawns 1 and 3. And Aerial Ace has a really, really long cooldown, so it is...
Very fast animation, really long cooldown.
Yeah, it's not exactly fun. It's got a comparable cooldown to the likes of like Flare Blitz, which is slightly more powerful.
But it really can't miss. It can't miss until it does.
I absolutely can.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the can't miss line in this game is it doesn't mean anything.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, we got some more croissant and curry.
Does more curry mean there's time for more donations?
Oh, you know it.
Oh, fantastic. And don't forget, you can always tell us your opinions on curry out there in the audience and on chat. Here's a $10.37 donation from Greta Ice Fiction. Vixen, sorry, wow. Good luck on the run, Zypotic. I am so happy to see you on the stage to spread the Alolan Vulpix agenda.
Yes.
And to put on an incredible run. I adore all of you. I'm rooting for you in the crowd. Thank you so much, Greta. And that is a good reminder that Greta is not the only one in favor of some cool Pokemon here. We have more donations that are pushing forward that Mega Frostlass battle incentive. We need about $8,000 in the next 35 minutes, which, given how much y'all came out and forced for that Dragonite, I am certain is possible. So make sure you put an exclamation point donate in chat wherever you're watching, or go to gdq.gg/donate.
And make sure to donate for Frostlass. That's definitely a very fun rogue battle.
Would you like one more donation while we go through this cutscene?
Yeah, we have space for a couple more.
Oh, fantastic. Here's $10 from Nick Pixels. Zypotic, are you seriously speedrunning all by yourself?
Nah,
I'm with the boys.
Boys.
Proud of you, bud. Good luck on the run. To everyone in Pokemon speedruns, I love you and all you guys. Sorry, it's all you boys. We've been there. Here's also from The Fool, a $282 donation. Here's for my favorite Pokemon, Gardevoir. Trans rights, lefts, and we can't forget about the trans centers. Thank you, the Fool, for helping us find our center.
Covering all our bases.
It's important.
Yeah, time for one more.
You got it. Here's $5 from Kitty by the Door. Who knew that one Thin Lizzy song was about Pokemon? The boys are back in town.
Now it's time for the grand reveal.
That's right. We're here.
What Pokemon are we
What
gonna
is the
get?
Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
Chat, make sure if you haven't already gotten your guesses.
Eevee!
It's Eevee! Never mind, you're too late for your guesses.
Etiquette wins.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you guessed Eevee. You guessed
I did guess Eevee.
There's nothing. There's nothing special about that trainer. It's just really. It's just
It's-
fun.
We get bored.
Who doesn't love a little
Yeah.
guesswork?
This run's very interesting because it is incredibly intense during the battle zones, and then you need something to keep the mind at bay in between.
Yeah, the
But-
rogue battles and the battle zones are a lot of thinking, a lot of button clicking, a lot of faster.
Decision making.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then the rest is like,
Movement.
There are some interesting battles.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Not in this run.
This one is not it. I mean,
The last one?
well, I mean, this one, I guess any percent, there's like a range you can go for with Pin Missile.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not high enough level. I could clip Pin
Yeah.
Missile for fun. Unfortunately,
Hey,
we
you
just-
could also crit.
You could.
No one said you couldn't crit.
Let's find out. Oh, okay.
You crit. Good job.
That was a really good idea. I appreciate it. It would be funny if it would have been funny if Brick wasn't off cooldown because of that. Well, that's crazy.
That's funny.
That is crazy.
It would be really funny if somebody donated $10,000.
Anyone? Well, there's always the opportunity at
Appreciate the effort.
gdq.tv/donate.
Yeah.
I do have a not quite 10K, but still very welcome $17.10 donation from Scylla Forest, donating towards my favorite Mega Evolution in ZA, Frostlass, with its Lumiose Dex number of 171. That puts us at just under $8,000 to go in that incentive chat. Keep up that pressure. Thank you and please. That's the wrong order. Please and thank you.
The message got across.
Frostlass is such a good mega. One of my favorites for sure.
Wait. Rank W is Rintaro.
I mean, Wintaro, kind of.
Rintaro?
Maybe it's a pronunciation difference?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Interesting.
It's gotta work.
They're breaking the mold. This is suspicious.
We'll look into this later.
Yeah, for now we're going to go ahead and do another sleep in another battle zone.
Don't they even fix it for the next battle zone after?
No, not really.
I mean, technically.
They do,
Technically,
though.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. So every battle zone, you'll notice that every battle zone has been in a different spot in the city. This one is kind of an interesting one. There are actually some rare candies and stuff that you can grab, or one rare candy and one experience candy you can grab. We don't need to get it in this category, but this would be like the first one where you really see us go up onto the rooftops because there are usually higher level trainers up there. So first couple cards looked okay, or at least the fighting card was good.
We gotta get one right out the gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one,
KO with fire is
it's a little
difficult.
hard, yeah.
Yeah, like landing with fire or sneak up with fire are really easy to do. Knockout with fire is like super situational.
Yeah.
Fletchling isn't the best at actually using fire moves.
Oh, hello there.
All right, well this
Sorry,
guy's
did
good.
someone say my name?
I don't know. Can you KO with Ember?
I absolutely cannot. I'm sorry, I'm the wrong Fletch for this.
That's unfortunate.
No, too much. I use Aerial Ace there instead of Brick Break at first because I was hoping that it would put it like super low so that I could basically guarantee that the Ember would kill, but it's our best friend.
It worked last time. Maybe we could get another one of those.
Let's see.
Eh.
Close enough. Not really.
You'll take it.
I will definitely not decline this card.
Yeah, one of the things you're also doing, in addition to like seeing this knockout with fire type moves, you don't actually have to do every card that you get.
Starmie is not going anywhere.
This is tough.
Where's it going? Nowhere. Nowhere, apparently.
Yeah, you don't have to do every card that you get. You can swap them out, like we've done with the water cards in the past. But you also kind of want to balance, like, is this card even worth going for? If you've got like a knockout with fire for 100, like, even if you can do it, like, is that actually worth the time?
Yeah.
300 here is like borderline good. It's if you get exactly in the right situation, you should go for it. But otherwise, probably not.
Maybe if
These point values are not being kind.
maybe if you see like a hone in
Oh,
or something.
Oh, it's a lot of water type cards. Should be one more around here.
We are
There it
currently
is.
heavily mourning the loss of our good friend Binacle.
I'd like to enlist one Binacle for the team, please. No? Oh.
We could have done the side quest for the Froakie.
True.
Yeah,
Route that
Hey,
in.
Fletchling's back.
Oh, hey.
took live on 1 HP.
I hope this one can't KO with Ember either.
I definitely did not.
Whew. Also, let me know if you'd like a string of some smaller donations.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think two would probably be good.
Yeah, you got it. This is not small in number, just in length. $144 from Rock of Aegis. Donating $144 for my favorite, definitely not cold guy, Articuno. That's something else that's pushing that rogue Mega Frost last battle forward. Thank you, chat. Keep those donations flowing in.
1200 KO is back.
Yeah, so we did get literally the perfect card. No notes. And just like that, we were out.
I hope we're out.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is high level. This might be 450.
Ah,
I shouldn't have said anything. It wouldn't have changed the outcome.
It's the etiquette special.
50 short, yeah.
yeah.
Actually, I believe this X. I don't remember what the right one is. Another fletchling. They're all they're all over the place.
Better a
More
lot of.
accurate Fletchling.
I'd rather have a lot of fletchlings than the 3 Pidgeotos we had on a previous run.
Yeah, that was something.
Well, the Pidgeotos aren't the problem. It's the Fletchinders that are with.
Yeah, that is true. So now we're off to fight Rintaro. This is the place that we cab to, the second cab, that is.
So something interesting about this fight, so he's going to have the 3 elemental monkeys from the Unova region, Simisear, Simisage, and Simipour. And they're all going to use Protect turn 1, which is a funny move in this game because you can just kind of bypass it. Aerial Ace is a super fast cool cast time, which means it can pretty much always go ahead of Protect. So we're going to use that, at least on the first one, Simisage, because it's good anyway, to guaranteed outspeed the Protect and effectively just make it trivial to defeat it.
Yeah. Brick Break also has a pretty decent chance to outspeed it, but that's much more important in any percent where you're a higher level and can guarantee the 2 KO with Brick Break and Takedown.
Yeah, basically the AI is going to try to time using Protect when they think that they're about to get hit. If you use a move with a long windup, they'll actually get the timing most of the time. But here, Aerial Ace is just so fast that he doesn't stand a chance.
I had a quick revelation. Is the W for waiter?
That is something that
It could be.
suggested, but
Maybe.
Also, chat, we are swiftly running out of time to push that Mega Frost last incentive forward. Now, the estimate has us as having about 25 minutes left in this run. Zypotic, how are you feeling pacing-wise?
this pace seems like faster than the estimate for sure.
Okay, so we have maybe only 20 minutes to get that Mega Frost last incentive met. That's $7,300 to go, but I am so certain that we can push it there, chat. So please make sure, go to gdq.gg/donate. Or if you are watching on Twitch, you can use the Twitch charity tool to donate and then utilize the Twitch extension, that little crosshair floating over your screen, and apply that donation to an incentive within 15 minutes of putting it in. Keep it going, chat.
So with that fight completion, we are going to find a peculiar little friend out here.
Yeah,
It's Zygarde.
It's Zygarde.
Not quite Pikachu. But yeah, now we have to just chase it because it's trying to take us somewhere. But
Without running.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that creates plenty of time for more donations.
You got it. All right, here's 1810 from Plus. Thanks to early detection, my mom is currently in surgery for her second bout of breast cancer with an optimistic outlook. Donating for my new favorite Mega Evolution, Hawlucha, less than 3. Thank you, Plus. Shout out to your mother, and thank you to all the work the Prevent Cancer Foundation is doing to make fighting cancer easier for all of us.
Hawlucha XY reference.
So true.
Here's also $10 from Sergeant Mug. Keep up the great work, Zypotic. I love this game so much, so I'm grateful you're able to show it off at GDQ. All the Borgers are rooting for you, less than 3.
Thank you, Mug.
Yes,
Mug.
thank you, Mug.
Here's also $25 from JPEG. Donate to tell on yourself if you'd eat the croissant curry and also warm up that Mega Frost last battle. It's important. We do want to keep that incentive plenty warm, so please keep the donations coming and make sure that you apply them towards the Mega Frost last battle.
Yes, we really want to see Frostless for sure.
Yeah,
Remember,
it'll be
if
a fun
she's
fight.
cold, you're cold. Feed her croissant curry.
Well, speaking of Rogue Megas,
I was gonna say, if you were skeptical, you're like, I don't know if I really want to watch this Rogue Frostlass. This is gonna be like a little bit of a sneak peek. So this is gonna be our first Rogue Mega of the run. Kind of like in Legends Arceus, where there was like the noble Pokemon that kind of went berserk. They've got these Pokemon all around the city, kind of like they spawn in. I don't know. I forget the actual story, but yeah, basically there's Pokemon that will Mega Evolve in a roguelike manner. And we basically have to take them out. So these Pokemon have ridiculously high health pools. This one in particular has like 25 times HP.
Yeah.
And we are forced to use Lucario here. So it is quite interesting.
we would like to use Heracross. I mean, Lucario doesn't do a terrible job of. Ideally, we want to use Heracross just because it's so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing here is because these Rogue Megas are Mega Evolved, there actually is a mechanic in this as well where they will actually take, I think it's decreased damage if you yourself are not Mega Evolved.
If you're not using a plus move.
Or plus
Yeah.
move. Yeah.
Which is the mechanic we just unlocked, just now, like literally now.
Yeah. Plus moves are kind of like the move mastery from Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
So you can hit the plus button as you're building the Mega Gauge in the bottom right corner of the screen. You'll see those 4 little segments. By using a plus move, you will use up one of those segments. And in order to Mega Evolve, you have to have the entire thing
that's
full.
really bad.
That is very unlucky, yeah.
And the other piece about building the Mega Gauge is using a move builds it. Using a move near your Pokemon, it builds it more, and then the Mega will drop little orbs scattered around that we can then pick up to build up the gauge more. Or while we're already Mega'd, we can pick them up to refresh the gauge.
Yeah, and we kind of use Mega and Plus moves a little bit interchangeably in this context because all moves used by Mega Pokemon are Plus moves.
Yeah.
So they all bypass the massive debuff to non-Plus moves.
Yeah, and this Lucario's moveset is a little bit on the unfortunate side. So Lucario kind of is a mixed attacker. It likes to use special and physical moves. And it has Rock Smash, which Rock Smash is a great move that can drop defense. It's like 50% to drop the defense. And Aura Sphere is a fantastic move that happens to be a special move. So unfortunately, Rock Smash is really only boosting like the Bullet Punch, which is just not super effective against the Absol. So we're doing our best sort of cycling through those moves. That is a really unfortunate flinch. Getting rid of Aura Sphere is like the main damage here, so getting flinch there is superbly unfortunate.
Yeah, so each Rogue Mega has their own kind of like signature attack. So in this case, it's Dark Pulse basically. And if you have your Pokemon standing in it, it will be flinched on regular intervals.
All right, and here our Mega Evolution has worn out. So we're going to be trying to use plus moves where we can. That's a lot of Mega Juice we can grab. We also see the sides of the screen glowing red. That means the player is almost dead.
Yeah, when it's the solid red, that means we have 1 HP left.
There we go.
But we are through. Absolutely deserves a clap.
Yeah, not the best. Those Aura Sphere flinches were very, very, very bad because it didn't allow me to get through to the cycles who trigger more of the gigantic energy drops, which allows you to retain your Mega potentially through the whole thing.
Yeah, that's one of the toughest rogue megas for sure, just because we don't have a lot of control over what we can do.
And yeah, it's looking like we're going to be pretty significantly underestimate at this point.
All right, chat, that means we need more donations to get that Rogue Mega Frost last battle. We've bought us a little bit of time by having the Mega Dragonite battle before, but if you want a second Mega, then you're gonna have to donate. We're still happy to hear about all of your favorite Pokemon or your favorite Megas, so perhaps make your number referential to those numbers in the Pokedex.
Absolutely, and we always love hearing the everyone's favorite Pokemon because we always get like a lot of unique ones. I actually like the changing the number to make it work. Like there was the donation earlier with the 4 Beldums.
Yeah, the 4 Beldums.
Like that was cute. I like that.
Yeah, those are very creative. Yeah.
While we're on the topic, can I slip in a few donations for the Pokedex ones?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, great. Here's $566 from Avali Menace. $566 for my favorite Pokemon, Archon, or Arkin, depending on how you pronounce it. Here's also $50 from Diglett, saying, as you'd expect, Diglett Dick, Diglett Dick.
Trio.
Thank you, Diglett, and our
how we drew it up.
trios round. Here's $67.80 from Kurt Mack. 678 dimes for my favorite Pokemon, the fabulous female Meowstic, which is helping to push us above $280,000 raise this event for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Time for a couple more Pokedex? All right, we'll keep them rolling. Here's $37 from the Sound Defense. If we're celebrating trans centers, we should also be celebrating trans point guards. Donating for Alolan Vulpix, the propaganda is working. That's another ice donation, moving the number up for Rogue Mega Frostlass. Keep it going, folks. Also, here's $38.60 from Gelastronaut. Very fun name. Hopping on the Dex donation train for the best transforming alien, pardon the mic hit, Deoxys. I want to ask the couch, which form is your favorite? Donation goes to Mega Frostlass.
I like defense form.
I like speed.
I was gonna say defense too.
I think speed form, yeah.
Defense is very charming. Oh, also we got an Absol.
Yeah, we have an Absol. Absol is what we kept the party slot open for earlier by not catching the Bunnelby.
Yeah, and basically the way that this fight's going to work is we need to lead the Absol because she wants us to Mega Evolve during this battle. So we're going to lead the Absol here and...
Clash of Mega Evolution.
Mega Evolution.
I'd be pretty scared if there's a Crocodile that comes out, to be honest.
Eh.
It should be okay.
I think you got it.
You can do it.
Are you sure? I don't know.
I mean, if you're really worried about it, I mean, we might be able to do some... Oh, wait, you said on boys anyways.
That's the wrong mod.
Okay. We just got to...
Yeah, I'm just going to leave.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyways.
Let's hear it for forfeiting, everyone.
Yeah, giving up.
Yeah, so our second... We definitely are awaiting our second Oscar nominee. Yeah, so that is a fight that you can lose, but it just so happens that some of the fights in the game, not all, but some of them, you can actually just forfeit. And normally that would just bring you out of the battle. If you're in a battle zone, it actually kicks you out of the battle zone. But in this case, it just counts as a loss, but because you're kind of like fly locked there, the game allows you to lose and progress the story still. And so you just... Just losing, I mean, forfeiting is just really fast.
That's right.
The funny thing about that one is that we realized that you could lose it before we realized you could forfeit it.
Yes.
So we were intentionally depositing our Pokemon and losing the fight, and then we realized that you could just hit the minus button.
Reminder chat, we're swiftly running out of time to get that Mega Frost last battle, so I have a challenge to put to all of you, and that is to get us a donation train for the Pokemon that you think still needs a Mega. I know there are all kinds of people out there who think that their favorite Pokemon deserves a Mega. I want to hear from you. Give us their number, give us a $25 donation. Make sure, though, that it goes towards the Rogue Mega Frost last battle. We have one such donation from Ashamed Elephant for $33 saying, this dono is for my favorite dragon type that still deserves a Mega, Flygon.
Yes, absolutely.
I could see that one coming.
Yep.
Thank you, Elephant, for starting us off on that donation train. Make sure we get more people on that donation train. gdq.gg/donate.
Okay.
Oh, no. This is a very awkward
Some great
spot to
cards
be.
so far.
Please walk over to me, Goomy.
As I say, target the Goomy, not the rocks.
Got there. Okay, that's
That's really
16.
good.
That is a lot of points.
Almost 2,000 points.
1,900 points.
That means we're going even faster, chat. Get the donations in.
Gotta go fast, just like I am.
Oh, over 2,000 points.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Wow.
So yeah, generally we're looking for about, what, like 1,000 points per battle-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the general benchmark for a good run.
Yeah, so right now we're at 1,500 per battle in this zone.
Some more cards that we can do. Very nice.
Not the biggest point
Yeah.
values, but like at some point you just got to do battles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially with the first 3 cards, there's no way you can complain about what
You kind of just have to do what
Yeah.
you're given.
This zone's also a little bit awkward. It's the only zone that we do in the speed run that isn't really like on a city block or anything. It's more centered around this park. And the park is very open and it's very like you can see across it, which is good because you can see different trainers and you can see like the cards on the ground. But it's pretty bad because they can also see you. So, and the layout here, like this path that goes along the bottom, there's a waterfall you can fall down. There are some roofs you can go onto, but we typically don't. So.
Yeah, ideally you just could just skip the roofs. However, that's not always possible.
Yeah, a lot of times there's stronger trainers and sometimes better cards on the roofs. But in this zone specifically, it's just not worth going up there.
Yeah, you have to climb. Oftentimes when it was worth going on roof, there are the holovators that you can just teleport up like we did 2 battle zones ago.
Y'all, we've already raised over $4,000 for that Rogue Mega Frost last battle. That means we need under 6,000. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
You see an Ultra Ball hat guy ahead. You know what that means, double point cards.
Not even gonna need much of it, but anything would be very helpful.
If anything, it's a guaranteed card.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like this hopefully means that with the next trainer I can get out right away.
Yeah.
I just have positive memories associated with this guy. Okay? So,
He's
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
he's my
Yeah.
best bud.
yeah.
Dude, I see the Gibble. I'm like, yes.
That's me whenever I see a Gibble.
Well, that's fair.
So true.
Shout out G-Shark. But yeah, for this next one I need like anything.
Yeah, so we pretty much, we're basically guaranteed to get a card here that we can
I
do.
see a Vivi on there, which means that I can complete this no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if this is super effective, something.
Folks are hopping on that donation train. Chibi Carrera sends in $25. Tinkaton needs a Mega Evolution, and I want no changes except she gets a bigger hammer.
No
Carrera,
notes.
you
No
are
notes,
so
yeah.
correct. Yeah, no notes. Thank you so much. Make sure, folks, that when you are getting on that train about the Mega that you want to see that doesn't yet have one, please put it towards Rogue Mega Frost Lass. We also have $15 from Gear Station. The Dunsparce should get a Mega, and it should just get another segment.
Again, no notes.
Yes,
notes.
excellent.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Keep it going, y'all.
Yeah, so here we are fighting some very cute cards. Very tiny.
Yeah, and this fight is notable for 2 reasons. It is the only fight we're, after getting boys, I should say, that we are intentionally doing without boys. But it is also the only instance of a battle that it's more of like an AoE battle. It's us against 2 Pokemon at the same time. So there's a bit of positioning here. This is decent. Yeah, we definitely hit them both.
Nice.
Very
And
nice.
that
Very
is
nice,
incredibly
yep.
fast. That was really good.
That's about as good as it can go. The only better thing that could have happened was that slash hitting both of them, but I will never complain about that fight.
Yeah, you can kind of do the same thing using boys, and because takedown has a really wide hitbox. But the issue with that is because you're using takedown on 2 Pokemon with recoil damage.
Yeah, it's a
you
lot.
have to heal before and after, so it's better to just use Absol.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we're coming up on the final fight. There's like 3 minutes of talking here, so plenty of time for many donations.
All right, we're gonna get that going, but while I'm reading the donations chat, make sure you're also submitting more to me so that we get to Rogue Mega Frost Lass. Here's $25 from Faulty Sage. The Pokemon that most needs a Mega Evolution is Spheal, which would just be a Spheal, but even bigger and, if possible, rounder.
No
Here's
more notes.
$25 from Kale. Say it louder for those in the back. 2, 1, 3, Shuckle needs a Mega Evolution. You're so right. Everyone is so correct. You're all right. I don't understand how that is. We also have more fun Pokedex donations. Here's $8.90 from Lizzie. Quote, for the cutest and cuddliest Pokemon ever, Eternatus.
Well,
It's a choice.
I'm pretty sure it's
whatever.
poison.
Yeah,
Please?
whatever floats your boat. to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. Here's $10 from Trinitronity. I think all of the Eevee evolutions need a Mega Evolution each. Yes, you're so right. Wow, everyone's just correct.
So I can't help but notice, but we're rank V.
Well, it's Vinny, so that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But the category's rank F. So,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Chat, you've gotten us to under 5,000 to go for Rogue Mega Frostlass. I appreciate this pressure. Let's accelerate even more.
All right. So this fight against Vinny is pretty notable. It is our first instance of a mainline battle that we have access to plus moves. So we mentioned plus moves during the Rogue Mega battle, but the plus moves have another modifier to them. It's 50%, 20. I don't remember exactly what it is.
It's 20% when not super effective, and then 30% when super effective.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to be using these plus moves to basically guarantee 2 out of the 4 Pokemon here go down. Vinny ends up having a team that is quite weak to boys.
Conveniently.
And who isn't?
Which is really funny because the Houndoom lead, which Houndoom is actually good against boys, so
Yeah.
it'll be an interesting...
Except when it sees Brook Break. Bye.
No, get out of there! Heracross, get out of there, you're gonna die. Yeah, so that's Fire Spin. Fire Spin's actually really cool. Fun little fact, moves like Fire Spin and Pin Missile that can like hit more than once count for those different cards in those battle zones. So if you have like a land 5 super effective hits, you can just land 5 Pin Missiles and that's it.
Yep.
So one thing I did right there is I just preloaded a plus move, so it will apply the next time I attack,
That's a very common thing in the any percent route. You do that a lot with plus moves.
which I've been trying to do like the whole weekend while practicing, and actually couldn't manage to actually do it until now. So, I mean, pick the right time to do it.
There's a new Mega.
New Mega.
Yes, this is a very, very sick one. I'm a big fan.
This is the first one you see in the run, so... Or in the game, period. Not just the run.
The
first new one.
Yeah.
And little known fact about what just happened, very interesting quirk about plus moves is that it makes multi-hit moves like Pin Missile and Rock Blast hit 6 times instead of the normal 5
Yes.
times. And so that was the one question mark we had with the damage calc, was that this range was not making sense. Like it should never have died with 5 hits.
Also, time is going to come up on the fade out after rank F here.
And time.
Crowd, let's hear it for zypotic!
Wow, that was a good time.
Yeah.
A 140 with Chikorita is...
Yeah, actually,
That's so good.
I actually PB'd last night while practicing, and this is like 8 seconds slower than my PB before that, so... I had run the category a lot when the game first came out, but then after that, I kind of took a big break, basically around the time I got in, and came back and just like, now the motivation's definitely back, and this was truly a blast. Shout out to Troy Cord, shout out to Borger's Cord, shout out to the Switch Speedrun Discord. You should definitely join the Switch Speedrun Discord. This is a very, very beginner-friendly category, as it's relatively simple. There's a lot of like, you can pick up the decision-making as you go. You don't need to rush anything as you start, and there's only the one rogue fight, so you don't have. It's not like you're gonna get overloaded with like, information or anything. Any shout-outs for you guys?
Covered it.
Yeah, you pretty much the same for that one.
Big thanks to Zypotic for having us on the couch.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being on my couch.
This was an absolutely killer first ever GDQ run for you. So this is
This is
amazing.
Yeah, this is my first time in any sort of setting like this. I don't know. I just like think about it as if it's like, I don't know. I'm just having fun.
Exactly. But we're not quite done.
Speaking
We
of
are
Rogue
not quite
Megas,
done.
Yes, it's time to get onto the Rogue Mega.
And that means, chat, as we're setting up for this Dragonite and fighting it, you still have just a little bit of time. We need under $5,000. Sorry, let me do this right. Meet me at mic 2. We just need a little bit to get that Rogue Mega Frostlass on top of the Dragonite. So make sure you go to gdq.gg/donate or put an exclamation point donate in chat, or use that Twitch charity tool to get your donations in and put them towards the incentive while we're doing this mega fight.
All right, so here is the simulator. It's not quite the exact same as if you were doing it mid-run. However, I'm going to be using the same mons, and like they're like similarly leveled.
Before you go in, why don't we take a second and look at the party really quick?
So we have a very likely crowd of mons.
this party is incredibly intentional, and it is ridiculous.
Yeah. So we have All-Star Totodile, which is why in any percent you would have to use Totodile basically. In rank F, you use it. There's no like Screech requirement basically. That Screech is like the feature thing of Totodile here, and the rest of the moves are just cycle quickly, get them over with. Phantom Force Curse is actually might not be the first thing you would think of when you would think of Pokemon speedrunning, but it's a very, very important move for everything, really. You use it on about half of the rogues that you use in the run, and then of course, Heracross boys, our beloved.
Yeah, and Forest Curse, for those that don't know, adds the grass typing to the Pokemon. So it doesn't replace the typing like a move like Soak would with water. It legitimately adds the grass type to the Pokemon. So the first one we're going to be fighting here is Dragonite, which is a dragon flying Pokemon. And so it's going to become a dragon flying grass Pokemon.
All right, so I'm going to hop into the fight in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, and so Mega Heracross's Mega Horn is so powerful with the same type attack bonus that literally just getting it to be a neutral damage attack, which is what we do in this case, already makes it do a ridiculous amount of damage, on top of Aerial Ace being super effective and Rock Blast already being super effective. So it just gives us so much power, and it lasts for the entire battle, unlike Screech, which has a duration.
Yeah, so we're going to start with Phantom there. The grass type was added to Dragonite, you see on the side. We're going to be using Screech and Leer, along with the other moves. The other moves are mainly to build our Mega Gauge, and we mentioned earlier that the stat stages are going to be additive. So Screech applies for about 30 seconds, I think it is, and Leer is 12. So getting 2 of those off means we have about 72 seconds worth of stat downs on the Dragonite.
Yeah, and now we get to see Mega Heracross for the first time.
Mega Boys!
Mega Boys!
Let's hear it for Mega Boys!
Has a massive 185 attack.
And watch this chunking.
Oh, well.
All right. If any of them hit,
Watch the next one.
It's okay, Boys is just stalling to get us Mega Frost last.
Exactly.
A little over $4,000 remaining, chat. We can still get there.
And so something interesting about the halfway point here is it does a little thing, which means we can't do anything while that happens. So we usually try to time a sword stance for that period. And there it goes. Oh,
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, this is like the charge attack, but
there it goes.
no need.
yeah. Yeah, and if you did that casually, you may be
And
like,
time.
where? Yeah, there's the time. Where was the big Hyper Beam attack? That's what we just skipped by, defeating it so fast.
Yeah, each thing at the end of after the second phase, each thing has their own special attack that it uses. And for Dragonite's case, it's like a very powerful attack that hits the entire arena. And while it's doing that, you can't actually attack it. It's like out of bounds. So it's kind of really bad if you let that happen because you lose a lot of time.
Yeah, being able to be so much higher leveled means that like it's like 100 to 70 is like a similar percentage gap between the fight in the actual run and like the boys level, because we've started like using a lot of rare candies just to make those fights like significantly faster. Like if you let it get out of the arena even once, it is very slow and not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so I think that'll be all.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me.
I hope you all enjoyed.
Yes, I hope
the
you all
game.
enjoyed.
And just a reminder, if you are interested in this game from a speedrunning perspective, definitely join the PSR Discord, Switch PSR Discord. You can find a link to it on the speedrun.com page. So that should be it.
Enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much.